Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy first day back after a long weekend. Hope everyone feels nice and relaxed and are ready to rock and roll with the rest of the week, getting back to work on our normal routines here today. So this is going to be the first stretch break of the day of the week, our 11 a.m. Tuesday stretch break. And if you have anything today that is a little bit extra tight, or an area of your body or some muscles that are bothering you today, feel free to drop that in the chat box and I'll add that in to what we're doing today. And we're going to start off actually on our feet today. So um, we're going to start in a nice standing position. And we're first going to work on some neck stretching. Okay. So we're going to start off by bringing one hand behind our back. So I'm going to start with my right hand. I'm going to bring that right behind my back in between my shoulder blades. And from here, I'm going to bring my left ear to my left shoulder. And I'm going to gently place my hand on top of my head. So this is going to give us a nice slight stretch through the side of our neck. You know, sometimes after a weekend of moving and not having to sit at the computer, my neck hurts pretty quickly after sitting and standing at the computer on usually Monday morning, but on this Tuesday morning since it was a long weekend. Slowly inhaling, exhaling any tension away that we have, keeping that core tight, making sure our back is flat. And on our next exhale, we're going to go ahead and do a similar stretch. So we're going to go ahead and turn our head, gaze down towards the ground, still putting our hand on top of our head. So we're not pulling our head down as far as we can. We're just letting that hand kind of act as a little bit of a weight, stretching out now more so the back of our neck. Inhaling nice and deep, exhaling, sighing away any tension in the neck. Feeling our bodies relax a little bit more with each exhale. And let's go ahead here and we're going to do one more big inhale. And slowly exhale. We can gently let go of our head and return to center and drop that hand off by our side. Awesome. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take my left hand, placing it in between my shoulder blades on my back. And now I'm going to bring right ear to right shoulder. And my right hand is going to come on top of my head. And we're just going to let it rest there. Add a little bit of tension in for us. We're not pulling as hard as we can. We just want a nice medium tension stretch through all of the side of our neck here. Same thing, making sure our inhales are nice and deep, slowly exhaling away all of our stress and tension that we hold in our necks. Making sure our backs are nice and flat. We're not arching our back here at all. And on our next exhale, we're going to go ahead and turn our head. So we're going to gaze down towards the ground. Same thing, hand on top of the head, feeling that stretch through the back of our neck here. Inhaling nice and deep, slowly exhaling away all that tension. And let's go ahead and do one more big inhale here. And slowly exhale. And we can gently release our hand from our head and come back to the starting position, dropping our left hand now to our side. Awesome. So continuing on with a little bit of some neck and shoulder chest stretches, we're going to go ahead and do a nice big chest and shoulder stretch. So you're going to take our fingers, interlace them behind our back. Knuckles are going to be facing the ground. We're going to go ahead and push the knuckles towards the ground as much as we can while bringing our shoulders apart. So we should start to feel this all in the chest here, opening everything up. So we're pushing into the ground, feeling the chest and shoulders open up. Go ahead and take our gaze towards the ceiling as high as you comfortably can. So we don't have to be looking all the way up if that hurts your neck, just a slight gaze helping us open our chest up. So we're inhaling nice and deep into the chest, feeling it all open up, sighing away all of our tension here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take our big inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to keep our fingers interlaced, and we're going to go ahead and bend over into a forward fold and let those hands come over our head. So we're going to push those hips back, fingers are still interlaced, and now we're kind of hanging out here, but our hands are still interlaced. Knuckles are towards the ceiling. This is going to give us a little bit of an extra chest and shoulder stretch, while we also stretch out our hamstrings today. This is a nice total body stretch. And on our next exhale, let's go ahead and gently bring those arms down towards the ground. And you can either place your hands on the ground, on your ankles, on your shins, or you can grab your elbows, whatever is going to feel the most comfortable and whatever is available to you today. But we're going to let those arms hang. So with each exhale, just let your head, neck, and shoulders just get a little bit heavier and heavier with each exhale. Falling deeper into the stretch, letting gravity kind of pull away our tension from our head and our neck and our shoulders. And let's go ahead and do one more big inhale. And we're going to slowly exhale, and we're going to make our way onto our hands and our knees here. So we're going to go from that forward fold onto our hands and our knees. And once we're here, we're going to do some quadruped rocking, but we're going to add a little twist. We're going to do a nice little inner thigh stretch / hip opener here. So we're on our hands and our knees, and I'm going to start with my left leg. So the leg facing the camera. I'm going to stick that leg straight out like a kickstand. So I want my leg to be far enough where my hips are still level. We don't want to be here where our one hip is higher than the other. We want to be nice and level. And our whole foot is going to be on the ground. So heel, big toe, little toe. And we're going to nice and slowly bring our glutes all the way towards our heels. And we're going to hold here for 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to squeeze that glute and come back up to that starting position. So we're going to rock back. And we're holding. Still breathing. And now we're going to squeeze and come back up. Great job, everyone. Let's go ahead and do one more on this side. So we're going to rock back, bringing the glute to the heel. Nice, big, deep belly breath. Feeling that stretch in that inner thigh of the leg that's out to the side. And now we're going to go ahead and squeeze and come on back up. Awesome, everyone. Let's go ahead and now do the same thing on the other side. So I'll flip around so we can still see my leg here. So now I'm going to do on the right side. So left knee stays planted, right leg straight out to the side, far enough for you to be able to keep those hips nice and level. And heel, big toe, little toe on the ground. We're going to go ahead and rock back, bringing the glute to the heel. Whole foot is still on the ground, and we're holding here, feeling that stretch in the hip, opening up the inner thigh. And let's go ahead and exhale and bring it on back to that starting position. So 2 more here. We're going to rock back, glute to heel. Nice, big, deep belly breath. And we're going to come back to the center. All right, y'all. Last one here. Bringing that glute back to the heel. Inhaling, nice, big, deep breath. And we're going to exhale, squeeze the glute, and come on back up. Awesome. Great job, everyone. That's a nice little hip opener. And what we're going to do now, is how we're going to end our stretch break, is we're going to make our way onto the ground into our shin box position. So we're going to do one leg out in front, one leg to the side. So my left leg is out in front, 90-degree angle in the hip and the knee. Same thing with the back leg, straight out to the side, 90-degree angle. Heel is directly below the knee. And from here, we're going to do a little bit of rotation. So I'm going to take my left hand, or if you're on the other side, whatever leg is in front, that's what hand you're going to place off to that side. So left leg in front, left hand out to the side. I'm going to take my right hand. I'm going to inhale nice and deep. And I'm going to exhale, reach through in between my hand and my body. And I'm going to reach for that wall in the back, also turning my gaze that way as well. And we're going to exhale, return to that starting position. We're going to go ahead and do 2 more of these. So we're going to inhale nice and deep into the belly. And we're going to exhale, reach through as far as we can, trying to reach that ceiling, oh my gosh, the wall behind us. And we're going to exhale, returning to center. And 1 more here, inhaling nice and deep into that belly. And we're going to exhale, reach through all the way back, reaching for that wall. I almost said ceiling again, reaching for the wall. And we're going to go ahead and exhale and return back to that starting position. Awesome job, everyone. Let's go ahead and switch our legs over. So now my right leg is going to be in front, left leg in the back, having those 90-degree angles, getting a little bit comfortable here. This is going to help open up our hips a little bit. And let's go ahead and get into that rotation. So my right leg is in front, right hand off to the side. We're going to inhale nice and deep into the belly. Exhaling, reaching through with my left hand between my hand and my body, reaching for that wall behind us. And exhaling, returning to center. All right, 2 more here. Inhaling nice and deep. And exhaling and reaching behind us, making sure both our legs are staying on the ground, heels and feet on the ground as well. And exhaling, coming back to that starting position. All right, last one here. Nice big deep inhale. And we're exhaling, reaching through, feeling that nice stretch through our spine. Maybe you hear some cracks. I know mine always does. It feels very good. And we're going to exhale and return to center. And you can either stay there, you can return to seated, kneeling, or standing, however you would like to end this lovely stretch break. But that is all we have time for today. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope that was nice and refreshing, starting off your Tuesday. That feels like Monday, off on the right foot. We do have 1 more stretch break today at 2:30. Hope to see you all there. And tomorrow we have a stretch break at 3, as well as a fitness myth webinar right after. So join us as we're going to bust some myths together with the Exos team. So hopefully we'll see you all there tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the stretch break, 3:10 for the webinar. So hope everyone has a great day. Thank you all so much for coming, and I'll see you all at 2:30.